Hey guys, welcome back to another walkthrough of Vampyr. This is Blimpy, and let's just pick up right where we left
It
off.
looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Thanks for interrupting me, Dr. Reed. I was talking, but thank you. But yeah, let's just keep on going to it. Just talk to the Ascalon Club, so. I do have a lot of XP to spend, but everyone gets sick every time I go to bed. So let's just go do it. Come on, do it. I am the Arnold of the vampires. Oh. Oh! Did you see that parry? Did you see that? Ah, that was the best parry I've had yet. Man, I'm good. I'm getting so good at this game. So good. So good. Alright, I'm done. Hey there. Who's? That's what I thought. Lay down. See? Do 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 ba do boop. Get your flimsy boxes out of here. Hey.
Stupid beast!
You're a stupid beast. Alright, or keep missing.
Fuck, it's fast!
Even like the humans are starting to get fast. Alright, I went the wrong way. Or did I? Can I leave the garden through this way? That's the real question. I can't. I literally have to go all the way back out and around. And that's how you get from point A to point B.
Over there! Over there! There's one of them!
Ah! Alright. I guess I could have. Game's making me look real stupid. This might be a little tricky.
This one's mine!
Don't swear. What happened to all my blood? The Blind Gourmet!
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Ah, the fat Monopoly guy would love that. Ha! Got it. there, like, people upstairs, too?
It's locked.
Ah, okay, it's not gonna let... Or... Yeah, it will let me.
It's mine. I'll take it. He's dead.
No, you're both dead. Oh, you're not supposed to see yourself in a reflection, I thought. Either that, or it's just my clothes. Like, it sees the clothes on me. Because I don't really see my face. Touché, game. Touché. Good double-barreled. Just looking around for shiny things. $5? That's all this place had? Jeez. Not done up there yet. I just wanted to unlock that. See what else I can get into up here. Beware. Okay. Ooh. Blood trail. Stunned them both. Who are you eating?
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Cure for blindness. Get everything? Good. I came in from that way. Okay. I guess I could have followed the little cursor on the top of my screen, but once again, I'm not that smart.
It's locked, all right. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Okay. That was weird. My game freaked out there for a second and kept making me run in one direction. I wasn't even pressing anything. This guy has a metal helmet on? What do you think those moves? Oh, they hurt. Whoa. Find the passage to get around the quarantine.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Ooh, thick, sturdy blood sample. I wonder what that's gonna get me. This guy wants to kill me. Oh.
You're bleeding.
Oh, chill. These people hurt. They hurt real bad. Down into the depths I go again. Really, I've only eaten one civilian or citizen. Maybe that's why it's a little bit difficult. But I don't like to eat peoples.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
But I needed the blood. Any more bloodies? Nope. Yep.
I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, no one down there.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. No one can hide from Ascalon.
Whoa!
Get
Come on, get some.
for Ascalon.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. You're gonna blow up, are you? Why was he attacking me even though I'm part of the Ascalon Club? That's what I want to know. Because he's a jerk, that's why. Thanks for the experience, bitch. I don't know which way is the right way. This looks like the right way. I'm gonna go over here. What's over here? Damn maze. Ugh, Jesus. Too easy. GG. Better be something sweet over here. It's gonna be like 1 codeine. There's something else, right? Sigh. What happened? Oh, I tried to leave. It's a trap. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, one of them's dead. Got you. Uh-oh. Got you. Jesus! Jesus! They like, wouldn't let me do anything! So much for parrying. I hate not being able to turn my neck. Alright, 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 let's do it. I'm gonna kick your asses this time. Or put me in a random spot. I have no idea where I'm at. Where these bitches at? Is that door locked behind me? No? Alright. Oh, come on! You missed me by a mile! Come on, get out of the animation! That bite saved me from that one. Jesus. Damn trap. Pissing me off. What's this way? Another trap? No, just nothing over here. Alright. That gave us some experience. You look rather dead. Robert Teasdale. The Dancing Trout.
Louise's father was determined to find and save her.
Did I not go the right way? Interesting. Oh, okay. Nope. No, that okay was fake. I'm very lost. Okay, this is where I came from. Aha, over there. No. That's where I went to get through this. Can I jump up to that? Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Can I jump up to one of those? There's a broken part on that one bridge. You figured I'd be able to jump up to it. Let's see what that does. There we go. Found it. We're geniuses. That's what we are. So this was the right way after all. So sometimes when you think the wrong way is the right way, it's actually the right way, the wrong way. You should always take a left and a right, but not a right and a left. Whoop. Found her. But there's rats, so it's probably a boss fight.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hi, friend.
This is my territory.
Not anymore.
Disgusting asshole!
What are you doing? Oh! Shit! What is going on right now? I can't even see.
You're free.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here? Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Goodness, okay. Ooh, that doesn't look happy. Are you? Can you chill? Can you chill now?
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale, and be careful. Until we meet again.
Okay, that was the investigation, but now can I find a way to get back on the main mission? Unless this whole thing was not even part, I just happened to come by it. Yeah, 17 meters away, but it's also above me. Okay, so I found the passage, check mark. Okay, now follow the passage to reach Aloysius' mansion. So I do have to be down here. But yeah, maybe I'll just go up now. Snacks!
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ooh. An axe. Let's check the details. Can I parry with that? Weapon ability, blood absorption. Kind of like my cudgel. Might as well just stick with it. Alright. Whee! Alright, no, it's not Aloysius. Why do I keep calling him Aloysius? Aloysius? Time to die, not in a good way. Before that, garbage can. Healthy. Oh, these aren't all bad people.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are? And why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Yeah, I probably don't know anything about him. Healthy.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Jeffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
That's right, I'm a rat.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. My theory is correct. Maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I have a missing woman, possibly abducted a few nights ago. Louise Teasdale. It seems you already found my other missing person, Mr. Tadao Kimura.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Our father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Didn't I just release her? Okay.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
No more hints.
What are you
I have
investigating?
a...
Tell me.
She's a
Do you have?
No.
Healthy. Can I mesmerize him? No.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
This music kicks ass.
evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
What kind of question is that? What am I supposed to answer, exactly?
The truth. And I believe you just did it, actually.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see?
Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be, then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you? That you're not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe it is the journey to find out who we are that changes us.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life, and now I think it's over.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man can help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
I thought I figured something else
Goodbye
out.
for now, Mr. Baker.
Didn't give me anything. Uh-oh.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then?
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
Fallen Tower. A man of science. A proud fool. Taking the wrong path to achieve greatness. A secret well hidden.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time. Sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
I would rather not know. How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain, the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. And the Empress, again. What are the cards trying to tell us?
Wait, hold on. This one's not scratched at all. A little bit. A little bit. No. Like open this door or something. You watch, it's gonna open this door. Or that is gonna open up or something. Oop. Oh, it's two outside. Weird. Maybe it just doesn't do anything. Garbage can.
I have this thirst for blood.
Well, this isn't the mansion, but I can open it. Ooh, it's a hideout. Ooh. Back here. The other side of the hideout. My girlfriend is yelling at me up, but she doesn't realize that I'm looking for shiny stuff. Just to see if it appears. Let's see what we can make. Ooh, that's right, I got these blood samples. Oh wow. What is that? Stamina? Regeneration? Which one is that? It's 140 blood points. I already have 4 of those. I don't need those right now. Stamina. I really need the blood ones. Or not blood ones, health. Keep getting my butt kicked lately. There's a neuralgia. Everything else can be like sold. There we go. I have 6,000 XP. Yeah, let's upgrade. I know some people are gonna get sick, but I can always take care of that. Increase your blood. No, I want to increase your blood absorption. That's a big one. Actually, let's do it twice. Increase your health, increase your stamina. Yes. You know what? It's never a bad idea to increase health. 27, 30 off from getting that one. What's my next ultimate? Oh, it's locked. No, I just need 3. No, it's locked. What else do I need? Damage inflicted when using bite. Life regeneration when using bite. That's always a good one. Wow, 10 syringes. Jesus. Alright, that should do it. She has a headache. That's the only thing that's keeping that place down. Heck. Don't catch a cold. You're always... Jesus. Everyone's still good? Everyone's still good, look at this. Headache, fatigue. Nice. So the only place that's critical is Whitechapel. Fatigue, 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 fatigue. Cold, cold. I can't find you even though I just crafted neuralgia. Good stuff. Got everything out of here. Let's go find Aloysius. the same exact thing. I must have missed the entrance. Who are you? Oh, you're the detective.
I cannot enter.
I am confused. To get into here. Outside the mission area. Oh, let's go in here and ask them about it.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser. More serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
She's got the hots for me.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now. But she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price. Especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Oh.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
Got that opium. You got that ergotamine. Ooh, cheap too. Give me that. Give me that too. Whoop. Yeah, that. I need 241 grease. How about... there. Oop. Hope no one's OCD. Because I missed the 200 mark. Yikes. I think I can keep everything else. I don't really need money too bad.
Dr. Reed, I
Thanks,
am
Boo.
glad to see you again.
Let me steal your stuff. They really should make it, like, if they're around, like, you can't take their stuff or they get mad at you.
The Spanish flu is not the only hidden killer around here.
Alright, now it just says enter, so we might have done it. I think we just needed to talk to her. Confused, hold on. Why am I looking for a person? 216 meters away. I don't know, but let's go in.
It's locked.
Oh. Alright, maybe it's supposed to confuse me like this. Enter the mansion, it says. Gonna follow this little head it's telling me to go to. Closer. Well, now it's disappeared.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Do you need my medical attention, miss?
I don't need your help specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
I have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London, throughout the country even.
Are he a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No, it's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offence, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
Ooh.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
Great.
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. I only wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic, not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
Yes, Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. Kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise he used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
Nobody takes him seriously.
Let's go back to the mansion. That didn't change anything.
Get your weapons ready! We found one! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Don't call me vermin.
Not my fucking beast! Kill it! He's dead!
See ya. Still nothing. The twins are still doing the same thing.
I cannot enter.
There's gotta be some way in there. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Secret? Secret stuff? No secret stuff. Dawson's Mansion.
Dawson's Mansion.
See?
Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
The answer is no. But I will take all of his stuff. Newspaper article.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Well, there's two doors, one upstairs, one downstairs. Let's see which one. Taking all your shit. Taking it all.
It's locked.
I'll have to remember that. So I'm gonna kill him. I'll have a key on him. Perhaps. Whoop.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
but I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold. So cold.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Charm.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extinction.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, but he would have the keys on him, wouldn't he? I don't think the club's gonna like what I did, but, screw that dude.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Is there no key around here? Can I not do anything? Oh, he's still alive, that's why. Should have killed him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Can we talk this house?
Step away, traitor.
Nope.
Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
I just started a war. Just started a war.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Asprey?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers, just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skal, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
They're attacking the Pembroke. We will save the Pembroke next time, though. So make sure you comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. But this is Blimpy. Take care.